Today, in this video, we are going to talk about Ineos at Manchester United. Watch the whole video to know everything in detail. In December 2023, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos acquired a 25 to 30% stake in Manchester United, taking control of the footballing operations. Since then, we have brought in key figures like Brailsford, Blanc, Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox, and Dan Ashworth. In short, we made much needed changes in our hierarchy, which led to a strong summer transfer window in 2024. Manchester United signed players like Delete, Yoro, Mazraoui, Ugarte, Xerxes, Obi Martin, and Seko Kone. These were solid signings and we avoided overpaying for players, something we frequently did under the Glazers. Player wages were also well structured. Additionally, Manchester United managed to sell players at the right price, a task we used to struggle with under the Glazers. Sancho, McTominay, Greenwood, Kambala, Hannibal, and others were the players who were sold. So overall, it was a good transfer window. However, questions were raised about Ineos when they decided to back Ten Hag, even after United finished 8th in the league. They were openly looking for candidates to replace him, but they couldn't find any, and then they extended Ten Hag's contract instead. A few months later, Ten Hag got sacked, proving Ineos' decision to keep him was wrong, and Ineos had to pay Ten Hag for the sack. Another big mistake that Ineos made was Dan Ashworth. They waited 6 months for him, paid his release clause, and then sacked him within 5 months. These things could have been clearly avoided. In the summer transfer window, United also failed to sign a left back, even though it was clear that the team desperately needed one. These questionable decisions from the Ineos is a significant reason why United are still struggling on the pitch, leaving many fans disappointed with Ineos. Now, the January transfer window has started. Due to FFP restrictions, Manchester United won't be able to sign many players. To buy new players, United have to sell players from the existing squad. And this has been the harsh reality of Manchester United in the recent years. Now let's talk about what Ineos has done at the club since the summer transfer window. Every other day we hear a news of Ineos doing cost cutting in some or the other departments. The main question is, do these cost cutting measures make any sense? I would say some of them do, but many don't. Ineos must understand that they can't run Manchester United like a petrochemical company that they own. Many of their cuts have negatively impacted people who are important to the club. Numerous staff members have lost their jobs and livelihoods due to these strategies, which isn't right. For many, Manchester United is like family, bound by emotions. If you remove them with ruthless behavior and if Manchester United doesn't start performing well on the pitch, this approach will definitely backfire. In my opinion, these cost-cutting strategies needs to stop. If Ineos doesn't have the money to run a club like Manchester United, they shouldn't have bought it in the first place. Yes, I do understand that they are cleaning up the mess left by the Glazers, who are the ultimate culprits. But Ineos still needs to prove that they are the right people for the job. For that, the first step is getting Manchester United to perform well on the pitch. Currently, Manchester United sits 14th in the league, just 7 points above the relegation zone. Ineos needs to address the real issues instead of solely focusing on cost cutting. Many fans are unhappy with the ownership. Some fans already want Ineos to step out and Qatari owners to come in. Even Ronaldo recently commented that Manchester United's problem go beyond the coach. He also mentioned his desire to own a club in the future. Personally, I don't care whether it's Ronaldo, some random sheikh or Ratcliffe himself. What matters the most is bring in someone who can get Manchester United back on the right path. When the Qatari owners were bidding, they made it clear that they would remove the club's debt and also remove Glazer involvement entirely. It would have been a win-win situation for us. However, Glazers chose Ineos because Qataris were offering less money. And what's the point of Ineos doing cost cutting if we still have restrictions over buying players due to FFP? We all know that a club like Manchester United needs significant investment to return to where it belongs. If you don't have the money, don't run the club. It's as simple as that. Just being from the UK and a Manchester United fan isn't enough to buy the club. There are countless fans in the UK. The only extra thing that you expect from Ineos is sufficient financial backing to run the club and bring it back to the glory days. In my opinion, if they can't provide that, their ownership makes no sense. However, it's just the start of Ineos, so we have to give them more time. Now, with the January transfer window open, Ineos have to prove themselves. If they don't, they will face a serious backlash. Manchester United needs to at least finish in the top 6 this season, and for that we need the right players. Ineos did good business in the last transfer window, and recently we have also signed Diogo Leon for future. I am hopeful that they have a solid plan for this window as well. However, we are entering into this transfer window without a proper sporting director. That is terrible. Still, if we can bring in the right players and sell the deadwood, things could improve. Many players in the squad need to go. In fact, majority of Manchester United squad could be sold. Ineos will need to sell some of these players to generate funds for this window, and they must start working on it immediately. What do you think? How many transfers will Manchester United make in this January transfer window? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for today, guys. That's our take on Ineos at Manchester United. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like the video, please do subscribe to our channel for more such Manchester United contents, updates and match reactions.